I want to turn this person into a carpenter. There we go, because I want them to make that bench. Or a builder's thingamajig. Okay, now you can stand at guard position. That'd be very kind of you. Is the guard position not being designated? Yeah, it has. Okay, interesting. We'll make a road here. So that's the whole point of this. It's meant to be a road. There we are. And then we can connect it off like that. And then we can get rid of this road. And that's just, that hall's just going to be temporary for the time being. Until, of course, we can make our hall somewhere else. Which will be inevitably across this river, where the Badlands are. Or where the harsh environment leads us to. Okay, so where is the carpenter that we recently used? Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Okay, carpenter, where are you? Maybe you've gone to sleep. That might... Oh, no, there you are. Okay. Oh, no. There you are. There we go. I'm going to keep doing that now. Right, what we need to do now is set up the parameters for our construction. Let's just move that up and have them just constantly make this brick. We'll need loads of it, so I don't see why we won't need like 1,000 million of this stuff. Actually, how much dirt do we have? Do we have enough? Yeah, we have more than enough. Kind of. I would prefer to have more dirt, to be honest with you, but oh well. We can go and mine it inevitably at a quarry. Right. Build these bricks. Actually, what we want to do is just remove these bushes. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Because they're kind of in the way. And that bush would be in the way as well. Where's our lumberjack? Oh, he's probably sleeping. Wait, that was just... oh, crap. Alright, what's your fatigue level? Oh, he's pretty tired. Okay, we'll let our hero sleep for now. What we will do, though, is we will start sort of estimating the build of this. Unfortunately, this bush is in the way, which doesn't help. But then again, I think that would be just a bit too close, I suppose. So what we'll do is we will go to build this, and then we will estimate the entrance. Now, I want this to be sort of... what's a good amount? Like 2 blocks thick? Sounds pretty good to me, but then 3 blocks thick sounds like it would be sort of a perfect number, because then they'll be able to be in the middle as well, but have a decent sort of space around one another to actually move past each other as well. Actually, I think 2, because we can have, like, if we do this, and then what we do is we go up like this, and then we remove these 2 layers. Then we could do that for the walls. Probably have like 1 block underneath, like per, just to make it look interesting. Like if we do that. Actually, let's get rid of 2 of them. I like that. That's an interesting design. Unfortunately, the only bad part about this design, obviously, is that the enemy can just bash down our walls without really being irritated in any way. But the primary reason for these walls' existence is just to... Like, this is good, because this stops the matriarch from climbing straight up the wall. I'm not too sure if she can climb upside down things. Probably not. So, it will stop her from climbing over the walls, and she'll have to bash down the door. That's sort of the primary reason. Also, it would look quite nice. It would look nice, okay? Leave me alone. So, we'll do 2, and then we'll work around that in the future. So, let's do the 2 here. We should actually do... See, I keep going back and forth here. I think their main entrance should be 3, because then we can put the gatehouse directly in the middle there. That would make sense. But then the gatehouse being in the front would make more sense, though, because then we can actually defend the gatehouse with archers, with, like, sort of interestingly placed towers. I don't know. I am quite lost for words, actually. We will not have it in the middle. We will have it in the front, because I feel like that's a much better idea. And what we can do instead is we can increase sort of like these 2 layers here in some way or form to make it look just a little bit more interesting. Anyway, what we need now is the castle sort of towers that are going to be on either side. So there we are. If we do this and then we do that, I think doing it like this will make it a bit too big. We will actually need to work on double layers here. There we are. Oh, crap. That's not meant to work like that. And the inside of it will also need to be quite thick once we actually get the... Once we estimate it, that will mean that they can't just bash through one brick wall and be able to get into our castle for the most part. That is even. Yeah, that makes sense. So there we are. Now we can have these two castles here. And now I think we'll do one block there. See, now I'm worrying if this is like too big right now. Like, unfortunately, I think this bush is directly in the way. Maybe. Yeah, it is. It's completely in the way right now. So we'll have to try and ignore that for the time being. It's actually impossible to ignore right now until someone actually gets rid of the bridge. But oh well. We'll continue working on this design here. I should probably like speed it up or like let them do stuff. Actually, no, I shouldn't, because if I don't like a design, then they might build it accidentally. Up to there, up to there. There we are. That's a perfect circle right there. That looks like it'll work out fairly well as a gatehouse of some form. So we will do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And I'm not too sure what we're going to have. Maybe a spiral staircase and maybe another level inside the tower just to be like some form of storage. I did say this before. Try to give the towers sort of a secondary nature so they can be an extra storage unit that's less of an eyesore. That's actually the wrong pattern right there. It needs to be 1, then it needs to be 2. There we are. That works out. We will need an entrance, actually. So maybe this is the wrong design, to be honest with you, because it won't be like the doors aren't going to be perfectly rounded. Yeah, this is going to be the wrong design, to be honest. Yeah, let's change this. This is completely wrong. I should have realized this before, to be honest with you. We will probably need to go with the triple doorway then. So if we go like, yeah, we probably will need to do this. And it doesn't need to be so far away. It just needs to be that far away, and then we can actually get this doorway done. So that's sort of the start. Like, if we do one more out, because that'll be the start of the tower. There we are. And then we can actually do this double design again. Although I might not need to skip that, actually. It'll be significantly smaller, but it means we can actually get a door in here. Because doors, I believe, are 3 blocks wide. Yeah, so that makes more sense. And they can actually go in a little bit and maybe arch over after a little while. So that'll look quite cool as well. There we are. I do apologize if I am going a bit too... if I'm taking a bit too long, but I do like to go into detail when I'm creating something. I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate about my architectural sort of desires. They are quite there. We may have actually solved the problem of, yeah, we don't need to get rid of this bush. Actually, I think we still... No, we don't. That's good then. That is good. That has solved that problem. We'll do 1 there, 2 here, 3 here. 2 there, 1 there. And then we can actually work on the walls before we actually start constructing this. Mostly because it needs to be a bit perfect. Right, now what we can do is we can get rid of this. And we can get rid of this on this side and actually set the doors down. There we are. If we just... should we do an iron door? I kind of want to do an iron door, because, you know, it's a defensible structure, and we don't want the enemy to sort of go up the stairs very easily to kill our archers. So I feel like an iron door would make more sense. But, I mean, I guess we should do a wooden door just to not get rid of too much resources. So a wood door, I think, will work out fairly well right now. We'll do that for now. And we can obviously change it later. And now what we do across the... gates here is that we go up 3, up 3, up 3 there. Get rid of those. Actually, it's probably going to need a up more than that. There we are. There we are, and that's what it will look like from outside. And that looks fairly cool. Well, from inside, the sort of keep area. And that will be that. That works out fairly well. Okay, so now what we need to do, and the main reason we have it outside like this is because we won't be following this pattern exactly. This will just be a sort of way of detailing or overemphasizing the entrance for these towers. We will stick to sort of the same pattern, being the just these three here in the middle and ignoring these two corners here. But they will stay there, of course. Right, so now we just want to try and make this sort of work out here. This sort of arch, this, you know, this weird spearhead kind of thing that we're trying to go for here. It's going to be quite difficult to do. So let's see. We don't actually want these to be 1 block thick, but we are going to work around that. In fact, what we want to do is have them in the front, because we will need a door at that point there. So really, we want them here. That works out, and we want it to go out by 6 at first. So we're pretty much going to clone it on this side, and we are going to go up by 2 because we want to just defend ourselves roughly for the time being. There we are. And then it's going to be another 6 on this side. And this one will need to go up 2 there. I think what we really should do is actually just generalize it on all the same size. Because at the moment, this one's going to be a bit awkward because the hill exists, unfortunately. So we will need to work around that for the time being. For now, though, we will be doing the double sort of wall there. And we will need to do the same thing here to stop enemies from actually climbing over. So it will look a bit dodgy at first, but we'll get used to it. So it's another 6 there, and then another 6 there. So if we go to another 6. And it's always meant to start off quite sort of... Actually, I'm not too sure. Are we opening out too much? There's nothing too bad of opening out. Like, too... That sounded a bit funny. Like, we can get as much space as we really want to right here. But the thing is, we don't want to have it sort of go a bit mental, because otherwise it would take us too long. And we don't want it to suddenly change. So if we go to 5 all of a sudden, and then we go to 4, and then 3, and then we change direction to 1, and then 3. How does that look? We could have a tower here, and another one on the other side. I think that would work out fairly well. And that would, like, once again, sort of increase the fidelity of our sort of keep here. I think that would look quite interesting. So, I mean, how are we gonna... Like, I mean, we want this tower to be smaller than these ones. And we want it to fit in around this sort of corner design right here. So if we were to just do this, and then 3 here, and then another one here. There we are, that works out. See, and we do it like that. And then we once again just sort of... We go out like this with another 4. There we are. And then we got a sort of weird tower right there. That's quite interesting. It doesn't poke out, but it's an add-on that works out fairly well. And it's mostly there for defense. If there's enemies coming down here, then we can put like an archer here that can also go down the wall into this tower. It's, you know, it's efficient. So yeah, we want to do 6, 6, then 5, 4, 3. So 6, 6. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. 5, 4, 3. I want to make sure this is perfect, because it would be very stressful if you noticed that there was an issue, you know, like 20 episodes in. And it's like, oh, no, that's 1 block off. I'm never going to let that go. That's always the worst thing about building, is if you just get the calculation wrong and figure it out later. I mean, it's good that you found it out, I suppose, because then you can correct the problem. But it is quite a pain in the ass to deal with. Right. And that also works out because it's 3 across, which means that we can put a door there. And we'll focus on that design. Like, maybe we can get rid of this middle block here, and we don't need a door at all. Maybe just be a 1 entrance. That'll be quite interesting. But yeah, we'll work around that. And that's looking pretty cool right now. I quite like that. Excuse me. Right, so now we do 4. Yeah, is it 4? 3, 3 there, 4 there. And then that's the other 4 there. Right, and now we do we'll do a 5, and then we'll do another 5, and then another 5. Excuse me. Just need to clear out my throat. That is fine. Most of the episode's going to be just dealing with this architectural design more than actually building it, by the looks of it. Alright, so we'll do 4 there, and then we'll do another 4. Actually, was it another 4 or a 5? It was 5, okay. We actually need to get rid of this bit, because I think 5's not enough. If we go to 6 here, and then 7... There we go, that actually works out a little bit more. And then we go to 8... Because we want it to, like, drop down fairly quickly. Like, we're already seeing that design working out for us fairly well right now. So 4, and then 5, and then 6. I think it was 6. 4, 6, then 7, then 8. Okay, then. My bad. So 4, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8. Yeah, 8. That is 8, I believe. We can always test it by just doing that, and that looks like it works out fairly well. Like, all you have to do is, like, go up in that direction, then point at that block, and it will tell you right there with the text next to the sort of next to the cursor, which is really neat, actually. I like how they put that in. I can't remember what you call it. Like, it's really annoying. Then we'll do another 8, and then another 8. And we'll just keep doing 8, basically, until, of course, we get to this... Oh. Apologies about that. The game just went to, like, 1 frame a second. It's starting to do that annoying thing now. Hopefully the AI doesn't start screwing up. Wolf has killed a sheep. Okay, then that's quite interesting. They're still sort of nearby, those wolves. We do need to watch out. Anyway, we'll just pause again. And we'll start construction. Well, we will start sort of testing it out. So what were we doing here? It was 8. And then it was 8 again. So 8, 8, 8, 7, 6, 4. 4, 6, 7, 8. Right, yeah, that works out. We'll do it on the flatter land here because it'll be much simpler to actually make the connected castle. Ooh, gotta watch out. For some reason this frame rate bug is sort of becoming... It's like resurfacing from the previous patch. Okay. So here we are. We're at the sort of edge mark, shall we say. For some reason I can't get 8. Oh, that's why. Okay, so if we just do that. There we are. Now we need to make some towers here and here, basically. Similar size, I think, would work out. I think that'll look pretty cool. And then, I'm not too sure, but we probably should make... Excuse me. Make some walls across the seabed. Because I think that will be sort of where we start facing troubles in the future. That will be where we start, like, getting guys killed or we get infiltrated from the sea. And it won't be nice. It'll be quite annoying. But I feel like we can work around that, though, because we'll probably put some... I'll probably change these bits to circle towers as well. Probably sort of the same size as that, a little bit bigger. And then, of course, we can connect that across the riverbed there. But we should still make this tower here first. We just need to make sure that we got our numbers right here. So this one actually needs to be up by a bit more. And this one probably will need to be up by 1 as well. Now we just do another 8. There we are. And that should be... Oh, no, no. We do need to do 1 more 8. Okay. We just need to go up by 2 there. And that should be... perfect. It's not actually perfect. This is off by 1 or 1 on the... That was an 8. That's an 8. That's an 8. 8. 8. 7. 6. 4. And that's a 4. That is 6. That's a 7. So that's the same thing. Now these ones should all be 8s. But I won't be surprised if one of them were to be off. Oh, no. None of those are off. Interesting. Tell you what, though, I think this might be off. Oh, yeah, that's off. Okay, interesting. Is it? No, it's not. That is on the point. Okay, then. So I've gone wrong somewhere. Tell you what, I'll get the schematic for this bit done, and then we can actually start building. So I'll be right back in a second.